Welcome to the September edition of Special Rhode Island Magazine. My name is Henry Reddy, and joining me today is Dennis Jesus, CEO of Special Olympics. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Henry. Thanks for having me.
Dennis, can you give us a recap of the state summer games and some of the highlights in the weekend?
State Summer Games was spectacular. 2019 edition, it was our 51st games coming off of our 50th anniversary in 2018. A lot of changes down at URI.
You had to do a lot of different places to put everything. They were doing construction.
There was so much construction going on. We had to move our Olympic Village over to the rear and back of the baseball field and soccer field. We could not use the football field for opening ceremony, so we moved it indoors.
Yep.
But it was a great weekend. And it was a great weekend because it brings so many different people together.
Yeah, nice weather too that weekend.
We had a great weather weekend. But it brings together athletes, families, donors, coaches, volunteers. It's a weekend of celebration. And I think it's a celebration truly of acceptance, inclusion, and respect. And we're going through an inclusion revolution in our country right now. And so the games were very, very important in stressing inclusion and acceptance. And I thought the games went off very, very well, despite all the changes because of the construction.
No, you got the committee that they figured it out and they did a very good job, excellent job.
And you know, that games management team, they work hard on this. They put at least 7 or 8 months into the planning of the games. It just doesn't happen overnight.
No.
And we had great cooperation. I think all the coaches knew what to expect. The athletes, of course, were outstanding. Everyone was very flexible in realizing they had to walk a little bit further than they normally do because of the changes of Olympic Village. But I found it was a spectacular weekend, and you're right, the weather was cooperated greatly.
That's right. Can you tell us about the upcoming fundraising events taking place in September?
September is a very, very busy month for Special Olympics. We're back to school, so to speak, and planning ahead on some great fundraisers. Starting on September 12th, we have Savor the Flavors at the Roger Williams Casino, and you get an opportunity to taste over 30 restaurants who are participating.
Yeah, 2 floors.
It's at 2 floors, both floors at the casino.
Yep.
And it's an opportunity to taste some food from the great restaurants in Rhode Island. Tickets are moderately priced at $50 per person, and I really encourage people to come out. With all of our fundraisers, all proceeds benefit the athletes of Special Olympics Rhode Island, so we're urging people to come out on the 15th. On the 12th, savor the flavor. On September 15th, we have our annual clay shoot. That's at Addyville Farm in Burrillville, sponsored by the Rhode Island Troopers Association. So if you shoot a gun, rifle, come on out, participate. It's a great morning activity, and I can assure you that it'll be well attended, and the people at Addyville Farm do a great job. And again, a tip of the cap to the Rhode Island Troopers Association, strong advocates of the athletes of Special Olympics Rhode Island. From there, Monday, September 16th, our annual golf tournament. This year it's going to be at the beautiful Warwick Country Club, right on Narragansett Bay, a spectacular venue. If you would like to play or sponsor a hole or sponsor a cot, I'm your contact on that one. So I would urge you to get in touch with me. We have room for more golfers, and we would love to fill the field. So again, this is another opportunity to help support our great athletes with our annual golf tournament. And lastly, a new event. The Rhode Island Truckers Association are hosting a truck convoy on September 22nd, where they're going to take and have a whole convoy of trucks go around the state of Rhode Island. There's a fee to participate. And again, all of these events are so critically important to Special Olympics. We don't charge our athletes to participate. So a lot of these fundraisers help offset the expenses that we incur throughout the year in providing year-round athletic training and sport opportunities for our athletes. So again, a lot of fundraisers, a lot of geared toward different people. Savor the Flavor on September 12th, clay shoot on the 15th, golf tournament on the 16th, and the truck convoy on the 22nd.
Wow, that'll be something. And are there any sponsorship? I understand there's a big event planned for October. Where, when, and will be taking place?
Well, last year, the 50th anniversary gala was held at the Rhodes on the Patuxent. It was our 50th anniversary. We're going back again to Rhodes to celebrate our 51st anniversary. And again, plenty of opportunities, plenty of room at Rhodes. We had 800 people there last year, and we didn't even fill Rhodes. So there's plenty of room if people want to buy a table or come individually.
Great. You had so many, and you had the live band and everything. What a night it was.
We're going to have a live band this year. There are going to be plenty of auctions. There's going to be a speaking program.
That was great.
But again, this is all about giving people in our community the opportunity to support our athletes. I know you talked about sponsorship opportunities. All of these events come with a sponsorship opportunity. The contact in our office is Tracy Garabedian. She's our Director of Development. If you want to participate in any of these events, please contact Tracy. There's always room for more. And again, we're raising money to support our athletes and allowing them the opportunity to showcase their athletic talents, actually on and off the athletic fields.
That is great. How can somebody be a sponsor for the event?
So the gala, we have a tremendous amount of sponsorship packages. We have the opportunity to come in at $1,000 up to $5,000 for a premier sponsor. And what does it give you? It gives you a table, gives you the opportunity to invite guests, have a great night out, interact with our athletes, enjoy the music from Steve Anthony and his band. It's going to be a great night as it was last year, and we're just hoping to duplicate the energy and the enthusiasm and the passion that filled the Rhodes on the Patuxent for our 50th anniversary.
I hope you have a crowd like last year and a great crowd this year.
I hope so.
If anyone has questions about sponsorship opportunity, tickets for the event, who should they contact?
Again, Tracy is the contact. Tracy and Pat in our office are doing all the event planning. They're the ones behind the scenes, especially for the gala. They're working with a great committee, and they're really putting together a very, very, very special night. And the theme for the gala is going to be the Roaring 20s. We're going back in time to the Roaring 20s, the 1920s. So again, opportunity to dress up, an opportunity to get a night out, an opportunity to sponsor athletes as well. There's a lot of different ways you can help out at any and all of our events in September and in October.
Are people able to donate items to the live-aside auctions for that event?
Yeah, one of the greatest things that we do, I think, are auctions. You know, if we get people to donate items, whether it's trips, whether it's restaurant gift certificates, whether it's memorabilia, sports, etc., you know, those things, you know, we put them out there. People love to bid on things. They love to go home with something that they get at the gala. So if anyone has any sports memorabilia, tickets to the Patriots, tickets to the Celtics or the Bruins, PC basketball, URI basketball, we'll take anything and package them together, usually with a restaurant, with a trip, and before you know it, we're adding $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 to our take on that for that evening.
Is there anything else being planned for the remainder of the year to 2020, the rest of 2019?
Well, 2019, we close out the year with a TV auction. It is an online auction that we will promote throughout the month of December. Usually it's in early December. And again, it's a great opportunity to purchase something for Christmas. If you have a sports fanatic at home, tickets, again, are going to be available. Sports memorabilia, restaurants, trips, all, again, will be part of our online TV auction. More information to come at our October and November show, but it's a great way to close out the year.
I hope they bring some more of my pictures and have them wrapped off again like last year.
Like last year.
I have a whole bunch of more for Brian wants to bring, put them in put on the auction.
You know what's important to note, Henry, is Special Olympics Rhode Island is really growing. You know, when I took over 10 years ago, I think we had about 2,300 athletes. We're now close to 5,000 athletes in our program.
That's a lot.
Unified champion schools, unified sports, healthy athletes, young athletes. Our programs are continually growing. And with that comes the need for more money to support those programs, more resources, more opportunities to reach out to corporate partners, to individual donors, as well as foundations. We work very, very hard on the fundraising end because our athletes are so deserving of more and more opportunities. So that's the goal as we look toward the end of 2019, identifying more companies out in Rhode Island who would be willing to come on board as a year-round sponsor or as an event sponsor.
If anyone wants information on any of the events that we talked about, who should they contact again?
401-349-4900 is the main number at Special Olympics Rhode Island. Mary Ellen usually answers the phone, and tell her you're interested in becoming a donor or attending one of our events. She'll put you through probably to Tracy or to Pat. If it's golf related, certainly you can come to me. I handle the tournament on September 16th at Warwick Country Club. We're doing a second tournament on October 2nd at Misquamicut, and there's plenty of room for more golfers to participate.
Well, on behalf of Special Olympics Magazine, we thank you for being on this show. Hope you come again on the show and Special Olympics Rhode Island Magazine. We'll be back with more Special Olympics Magazine after these exciting messages.
Welcome back to Special Olympics Rhode Island Magazine. Hi, I'm Mary Ellen Powers. Joining me now is Bill Zeal. Welcome to the show, Bill.
How you doing, Mary Ellen?
Good, thank you. How long have you been involved with Special Olympics?
Oh, on and off my whole law enforcement career, but probably the last 7 years, been involved in torch run with Rhode Island, so quite extensive the last 7 years.
That's good. Now, what do you do?
Everything, anything that the torch run wants to do, Special Olympics, anything they need a hand with, I'm there. I'm one of the super plungers. I do cop on top, tip a cop in the restaurants, and now trying to get this new event off the ground.
Oh, wow. And I understand that's a truck convoy. What is that?
It's billed as the world's largest truck convoy. This year, it's in 16 states and 6 provinces. It started in 2001 in Orange County, Florida. Deputy Schneiderhan started it. He seen that something needed to be done. I believe his family was in trucking, and he's like, hey, we can do this. We can help the athletes of Florida, and it's grown into the world's largest truck convoy. And the Torch Run program here in Rhode Island, we wanted to add an event, and this is one of the events that we targeted. I contacted Chris Maxwell from the Rhode Island Truckers Association, and they've been great. So I guess we can call them one of our presenting sponsors. The Rhode Island Truckers Association, along with the Torch Run program for Special Olympics Rhode Island, is starting the truck convoy this year.
Nice. Now that's kind of like a parade of trucks or something like that,
yeah,
right?
It's a world's largest truck convoy. It's a little over a month away. It's on September 22nd. We've got a full day or probably a half day of activities. We're going to start at the Travel Centers of America in West Greenwich, the truck stop in West Greenwich. We're going to go up 95, 295, 146, and back to Travel Centers of America, escorted by law enforcement. So it's law enforcement coming together with the trucking industry for one common cause, and that is our great athletes of Special Olympics Rhode Island.
Nice. Now, how is the Rhode Island Trucking Association involved?
I just reached out to them. We needed a partner. Went to the experts, the Trucking Association, and Chris Maxwell, he was the president of the association, been great. He reached out to Travel Centers of America in West Greenwich, and now we're just looking for trucks and sponsors and people to come out and thank the trucks, and we'll be reaching out to the law enforcement who's going to be doing the escort.
Okay, so how can someone register?
We got on Special Olympics website, Special Olympics RI website. There's the link in the event section, which will take to the registration page, registration flyer, and a registration form. There's all kinds of information on there. The event schedule, there's sponsorship opportunities. We got Facebook pages. The links will be on the Torch Run. Law Enforcement Torch Run page, and we're creating and Torch Run Convoy Facebook page. So there's going to be all kinds of information. You can contact Tracy Garabedian at Special Olympics. My information is on the flyer. Chris Maxwell's information is on the flyer. So we're all available, to answer any questions that anybody might have.
Okay. Are there restrictions on size of trucks for this event?
Yeah, it's the torch run convoy. Typically, we want any truck over 10,000 GVW, gross vehicle weight of 10,000 pounds or more. No hazardous materials, and just come on out. Clean up your truck, bring it, and for that one common cause, and that's our great athletes of Special Olympics.
Okay. Can people come and watch this event?
Yeah, we're looking for people to send off the convoy and to welcome the convoy back. And we're looking at, and we'll probably put it out over social media. We're looking for a couple viewing stations or celebration stations along the route, but those are still in some of the planning stages.
Okay. Now, what kind of trucks are they? Like company trucks or
company
people
trucks?
own,
anything, like I said, any truck over 10,000 pounds, GVW or bigger. So that flatbeds, tow trucks, dump trucks, box trucks, semi trucks, fleet trucks. Again, you drive down the road, you see all these trucks. Big truck, small trucks. Come on out, join this great cause for our athletes.
Okay. Now, I know you mentioned activities before at the event. What kind of activities?
Yeah, that morning is September 22nd. We're going to start 7:30 at Travel Centers of America with breakfast. 7:30 to 9:30 is going to be breakfast and registration. 9:30 safety briefing and opening ceremonies. Opening remarks is going to take place. 10 o'clock is going to be the convoy is going to start. I want to say it's probably about an hour route, through Rhode Island, and they're going to come back to Travel Centers of America, where we're going to have lunch, and just welcome the trucks back.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Welcome back to Special Olympics Rhode Island magazine. My name is Michael Bullock. We got to spend the afternoon at the annual CVS Health Charity Classic. Let's take a look at some highlights and interviews from the event with some of the golfers and sponsors of the event. What do you think of the whole golf course in general?
Yeah, it was pristine condition today. The greens were really fast and the course was good, and good crowds out there today. A lot of people out watching as well.
Yeah. So what's it like being part of the CVS Health Charity Classic?
Yeah, great. Billy Andrade and Bob Faxon tried to get me here for quite a few years, and I haven't quite been able to do it with my schedule, but this time I did, so delighted to be here.
Yeah. So what does it mean for Billy and Brad to be able to have a tournament like this here?
Yeah, I think it's they're very proud of it. They're very proud of all the money that they've raised for local charities. I think it's in the region of $23 million since the start. That's a huge amount of money going to all the local charities. So, they got to be commended and congratulated on what they have achieved.
Yeah. So how did you do in your round today?
Yeah, the team did pretty well. We all contributed. Well, I think we're going to be maybe one or two short from the winning score, but we had fun.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure the whole experience and having fun was probably the best part for you.
Always is.
Yeah. So what's next up for you?
Go to the bar in there and have a couple of nice cold beers. That's exactly where I'm going. That's what's next up.
Well, thank you for coming on Special Olympics Rhode Island magazine, and thank you for coming out and supporting the CVS Health Charity Classic.
Thank you. Delighted to be here.
Thank you. We're here at the CVS Health Charity Classic, and I'm here right now with Paula Creamer. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so how did you do in your round today?
I played good. I had a lot of fun with Billy and Mark O'Mara. It's always nice to be able to come back to Rhode Island. Everybody here is just so nice, and it was a perfect day. The weather was wonderful.
Yeah, what does it mean to come back here to a tournament like this every year?
Oh, it's great. It's definitely a highlight on our calendar, and we always want to try to make it if we can. And it's a lot of fun. It's for such a great cause, and get to see all these great fans and everybody that comes out to watch. It's a good tournament.
How impressed are you with Brad and Billy and how they do? They put on this tournament every time.
They are two great guys, Brad and Billy. They love golf, and bringing it back to their hometown. It's really special, and to be asked to be a part of that is quite an honor, and they do a great job.
And how is this golf course compared to some of the other ones you've played?
I love this golf course. I think it's an old school, small greens. It's pretty much what you see is what you get, but you got to hit some good golf shots, and it's always in good shape, and they definitely know how to run a tournament.
Yeah, and one of the charities here is obviously Special Olympics Rhode Island. What does Special Olympics mean to you, and have you had the chance to meet any Special Olympic athletes?
I have. I've had the opportunity to meet many athletes, and it's great. I think it's wonderful that we're able to help out with the organization, and to have golf be a part of that is very special. And if I can do anything for that, it means a lot. And I feel like we're here for that. And golf is just a part of it.
Yeah. What kind of advice would you give to any Special Olympic athlete who wants to become a professional golfer?
Just to keep on plugging away. I mean, golf has its good days, its bad days, but there's always another one. And to have that attitude of, not every shot is going to be perfect, but it doesn't take every shot to make a birdie on a hole or a par. That's why you get 3 or 4 sometimes. And just to never give up. Look at golf as a fun challenge, not as a job by any means.
Well, I thank you for coming on, and thank you for once again supporting the CVS Health Charity Classic.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Nice to see you, Faith. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fabulous. Another great CVS Health Charity Classic in the books. Can't wait to start planning next year.
How long of a process does it take to organize this?
It's pretty much a year-long process. We start thinking about it a couple weeks from now.
Oh, wow. So, what are the different steps that go into, organizing it? What do you do first, and stuff like that?
Well, as you know, each year we try to make it more inclusive, try to add more elements for those who may not love golf but who want to participate. And it's really all about raising money for charities like Special Olympics. So we sit down and we think about how can we raise the most money and what should we do to help the nonprofits that mean so much to us.
Okay, now what are some of the other things that have taken place this past weekend?
So we had Crave Rhode Island, which was a 2-day food festival, which sold out. And then we had a bunch of golf outings. Tonight we'll have a dinner. But there are all kinds of ways that we work throughout the year to help raise money for our nonprofit partners and the working charities who make this tournament hum.
Okay. Now what are some of the other charities that benefit from this?
So we have 24 working charities who volunteer on the golf course, like the Boys and Girls Club, like Children's Wishes, like Save the Bay, Hockomock Area YMCA, so many who work right alongside our special friends at Special Olympics to make the tournament what it is today.
That's great. I love the All Kids Can Challenge, and got to see some of that today. How did that idea come about?
So CVS has always been about helping kids be the best they can be and ensuring that children of all abilities get to do all the same things. So it's just a natural extension. We partnered up with Kimberly Clark, and it's just turned into such a great experience for all the wonderful boys and girls who get to hit the golf ball.
That's great, and it's a great thing to witness too, and see the joy in their eyes being part of something so big like this.
Total tearjerker. I cry every time when I see the looks on the faces of the kids when they hit the golf ball. It's great.
That's great. Now, why this country club of all the places to choose in Rhode Island? What is so special about this that it's always held here?
Well, we've partnered with Rhode Island Country Club for a long time. They're very much invested in the Charity Classic. They want to work with us, so we stay with what works.
Great. It's such a beautiful day, too.
It's a fabulous day. The weather was perfect. You can thank our CEO for that. He organized the weather.
Oh, great. Well, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
I'm here with one of the co-hosts of this tournament, Billy Andrade. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you. I'm honored to be on the show again.
Yeah, so of course, congratulations on winning the tournament and another great job of hosting this tournament.
Thank you. It's this is a big tournament for us. We really help out a lot of charities around Rhode Island and southeastern Massachusetts, which includes Special Olympics of Rhode Island. So thank you for coming out and supporting our event. It means the world to us to see all the fans that come out and watch us, and to have all these world-class players play. And have such great sponsorship with CVS really makes it a win-win. So for everybody, we're just tickled to death.
It's got to amaze you that this event continues to grow and grow year by year since it started a long time ago.
It really is. It's we never imagined in 1999 when we started this. The first year, believe me when I tell you this, we were worried that nobody would show up. Would fans show up to watch this? And all of a sudden, people started coming, and they kept coming, and they keep coming. And it really means a lot. And I think everybody understands the impact that we make with all the charities and how much money that we raise, and all that together with this great game of golf we play is pretty amazing.
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, it amazes, and I'm pretty sure it amazes you with all the money that's been raised for all the charities around here, including Special Olympics Rhode Island.
Oh yeah, it's you guys are dear to my heart. My brother, he went through the program and swam. I remember when I was a little boy for Special Olympics. So I love Special Olympics. I love everything you guys do, and I'm glad that you're a big supporter with our event.
Yeah, it's just going to amaze you to see how these athletes are able to thrive every single day.
It's amazing. Just seeing the look in their eyes, I remember seeing that, and just the determination, and those are the little things you have to do as a golfer, as a pro golfer, to have those attributes. If you have those, then you can be successful, and it's great to see that.
Yeah. So, how did you do in your round today in this win?
You know, it was a real kind of a ham and egg. We all played well, very well, and we just kind of fed off each other. And we looked up on the scoreboard and we saw we had a lead after 13. And from then on, we just parred in, and we didn't have to make any more birdies, and which was kind of nice. But it's still a little nerve-wracking until it's over. But amazing story that Keegan Bradley has won 5 of these in a row. 2 with John Curran, and then 3 with me and Brooke Henderson. Brooke Henderson is one of the greatest women golfers you'll ever see, and she's only 21 years old. She's an absolute doll. She's fantastic, and she played great today too.
Yeah, it's got to amaze you to see all these golfers from around the world that come to this event and to support you guys.
Yeah, it really is cool. You know that everybody understands that you're taking the time out of their day to come to Rhode Island and to support this charity. It means the world to us that we've had a lot over the years, from Arnold Palmer to Nicholas to the young players and stars today. So we're just, like I said, you kind of pinch yourself. You're so excited.
Well, on behalf of all of us here at Special Olympics Rhode Island, we thank you for your continued support, and of course for all the other charities too. And I thank you for coming on, and hopefully we see you again next year.
Let's do this again next year. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Welcome back to Special Olympics Rhode Island magazine. I am Mary Irons, and I want to share with you some upcoming events that we hope you can join us at. Save at the Favors of Rhode Island will be held on Thursday, September 12th from 5 to 8 p.m. at Roger Williams Casino. The 23rd Annual Unified Sailing Regatta will be held on September 14th and 15th at the Naval Station in Newport on Sunday. September 15th, the annual Rhode Island Tribute Association Sporting Clays Fund Shoot Steak Fry will be held at Annabelle East Farm in Mapleville. The annual John Henderson Memorial Golf Tournament will be held at Royal Country Club on Monday, September 16th. The fourth Torch Run Truck Convoy will be held on Sunday, September 22nd at Travel Centers of America. On September 24th and 22nd, the 10th Annual Croquet Tournament will be held at Ocean House Investor League. Don't forget to save the date for our annual gala on Saturday, October 5th at Wilson on the Patuxent. The traditional soccer tournament and soccer skills competition will be held on Sunday, October 5th at Colt State Park. For more information to purchase a ticket for any of these upcoming events, please contact the Special Olympics Rhode Island office at 401-349-1900 or visit our website at specialolympicsrhodeisland.org. Thank you for joining us. See you next month on another great edition of Special Olympics Rhode Island magazine.